Well, we're back here. You're in Manifesting Your Dreams. Some of you are just joining us. You're in Manifesting Your Dreams with Pablo, Miguel, and I'm here with Chelsi in Las Vegas. We were going over one of the chapters in the book, one of the key things if you want to manifest your dreams, which I know you do. And one of the most important things that people sometimes overlook is like if you want to make things happen in your life, if you have goals that you want to achieve, if you want to make a contribution in your community, you're going to have to learn how to overcome fear, right? This is something is innate of all of us. And Napoleon Hill, after interviewing actually 500 of the most successful people of his time, he discovered 6 major fears. I'm just going to read them very quickly because you probably know some of them. But one of the things that stop people is the fear of poverty, okay? The fear of criticism, the fear of ill health, the fear of the loss of love, right? Sometimes we make mistakes because we think people are not going to love us, right? Or we are not authentic. We just try to be like somebody else or pretend like somebody else. The fear of old age and the fear of death, right? And as a matter of fact, Napoleon Hill said that the number one reason people don't go after their dreams is they fear the criticism of their friends, family, and loved ones, right? So whenever you said, I want to make something happen, sometimes people go like, well, who are you? Yeah. Well, it's like, how, are you pretentious or whatever, right? But if you want to bring your gift to the world, you're going to have to break over that, and just because you're doing the right things, right? So one of the things that really made me in a way that I really like myself is that I travel a lot, right? And I got to meet all types of different people and have a good point of comparison, right? And a lot of people in the US actually don't even have a passport, right? I mean, nothing wrong with it, but it's just they've never been out of their own town. Yeah. So their belief system might be a little bit limited to what they're seeing, right? And when I met you, Chelsi, you have dreams of traveling, you travel to Europe, and sometimes you say, well, how am I going to make that happen, right? Well, there's always a way. If there's a will, there's always a way, right? So tell us a little bit about your trip to Europe, some of the places you've been, things you like, things you learn, and things that maybe you have to overcome to make that happen. I think that would be quite inspiring.
Oh, gosh. Well, thank you. I'm not even sure where to start. I think my travel started, my first big trip was when I was 16. I went to Japan with some of my class from a Japanese course that I was taking. And that really opened my eyes and expanded what I knew as my world. I thought it was just Toledo, and I didn't really travel much.
Toledo, Ohio, by the way.
Toledo, Ohio, yeah. And when I was in college at the University of Cincinnati, I think it was 3 years before I even left campus. And I don't know, traveling has just made me realize there's so many other cultures and so many other ways of life. I mean, I've had a lot of people tell me, oh, you can't possibly do that because you don't have a degree. And they shut me down from applying to certain colleges and following psychology, for example. People told me, oh, you'll never find work, you won't make enough, well, you're not great at writing, so you can't,
How fast people make conclusions about somebody else, right, if you think about it.
In the beginning, I really let that stop me, and I had all these expectations and everything, but when I started to travel, I realized, wow, people are doing so many things I didn't even know was possible, like backpacking, for example. I didn't know you could just get up, save some money, and go out and backpack a country. That blew my mind, and I was like, you know what? I have these dreams of, I thought I was supposed to get married and get a good job and have a big house and a car, and I was like, I don't want those things. I just want to travel. And when I went to Europe, it's such a relaxing way of life. They go to these cafes. I mean, they work hard, don't get me wrong, but they'll sit at restaurants for a few hours and just interact with each other.
Talk, have a conversation.
Exactly.
Without watching your phone, right?
Yeah, and in America I found everyone's always on the go, I have to be here, I have to be there. And anyway, so now I've gone to France and Copenhagen and all over Italy recently, actually. And it's inspired me to follow my passions of art and painting and bringing other people to those places.
And photography. Oh my God, your pictures on social media are amazing. It's like I'm going oh my God, I need to come back with 15 minutes just to look at your picture because you do that phenomenal.
Thank you. That's how I like to share, I don't know, what I'm seeing, I guess.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I really like about you. It's not just about you, but you're always thinking, how can I use this to pay forward, to inspire somebody else, right?
Try.
So, right? It's like,
Yeah.
it's not, because sometimes, because one of the things that I learned, yeah, it's good to have the home, it's good to have those things, but what really make us happy is the experiences that we have. It's not so much what we own, but the experiences that we have, and when we can share that with other people, is even fantastic, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Did that answer your question?
oh yeah,
Okay.
well, that was fantastic. That was fabulous. So if somebody wanted to connect with you, or you know, maybe how can they get reached? How can they find you? Or I know your Instagram is fabulous.
Yeah, my Instagram handle is Chelsi in the house.
Chelsi in the house.
Yeah, and that's
okay.
CHELSIINTHE.
And we're gonna put the caption
HOUSE.
below so they can see it. Okay.
And I'm on Facebook, Chelsi Soley.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been to Europe, parts of Asia. So if you have any interest in wanting to travel there, I plan out trips. I go with people. If you want to go on hikes in America, I can plan that out as well. And I really encourage anyone dealing.
She's great at getting groups together and actually, create a great experience. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. And I do encourage anyone struggling with addiction, depression, anxiety, eating disorders, just self-doubt, to reach out, and I'd love to talk with you, see what we can do to help, I guess.
That is fantastic. So that's fabulous. So if you know anybody that could benefit from that, definitely they want to take you up on that. And when did you imagine when you were a little girl and you were going through all those challenges and the victimhood that you're going to travel the world?
Absolutely not. I mean,
Isn't
it's
that
honestly
amazing?
a dream come true. It really is.
Yeah. So you can manifest your dreams. She's proof of that, right?
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
I literally used to carry around a little box of toilet paper because I didn't know where I was going to be. We moved around a lot, and that's just, it is what it is.
As a kid, right?
Yeah, as a kid, and not always. There were really great
yeah.
parts as well, but that was like a little piece of my story. And I don't know, traveling doesn't have to be so complicated, really. It's just about saving a little, planning a bit, and just going for it. And
It is
anyone can
possible.
do it.
Yeah, it
Anyone
is
can do it.
possible. So what is next? What, in the next 5 years, what would you like to travel to? Is there any?
Oh gosh.
What is on the
Machu
dream
Picchu.
Machu Picchu?
Oh, Nepal. There are definitely some hikes in Nepal that I'd like to go to. Right now, I think I'd like to focus more on working here, just to pay back some financial stuff with student loans and all that. But I'd love to travel in America more. There's so much here I haven't seen, actually. Have you ever been to San Francisco? You know, just, I don't know. Honestly, one of my biggest things is I try not to plan too far ahead. I like to be in the moment, present, and because I do that, I'm able to just say yes to things when they come.
You're more flexible.
Yeah,
right?
and pros and cons to that, for sure.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, so yes, you can manifest your dreams. That's what we're here for. We want to inspire you, right? Inspire you. It doesn't matter where you came from, right? It doesn't matter what happened when you were a kid. It doesn't matter what happened 2 weeks ago, right? We were blessed by higher power with the power of choice, right? So we can choose right now. Whatever happened in the past, we can label ourselves like a victim, or we can say, I'm going to overcome that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a victor, right? And I'm going to be an example of possibilities for other people.
Yeah.
So we want to inspire you to start dreaming again. So if you think of anybody that might benefit from that, tag them along, okay? Tag them along. Go to manifestingyourdreams.net because you want to stay connected, right? That's one of the things that I learned is like who you associate with, the 5 people you spend the most time with. Eventually, we become an average in everything, right? So if we are with people that are every night, they're going out and drinking and so forth, we're going to go on drinking and so forth, and then at one point we have to say, like you did, say, I'm going to go sober. 5 years now, that is fantastic. So suddenly your friends change a little bit. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with we have a good time. There's nothing wrong with having a good time. Just we want to make sure that most of our habits or most of our decisions are taking us on the road that we want to go, right?
Exactly.
So tips, strategies, share with us what you learned, okay? What decisions have you made? If you just join us, there are 3 more segments. So you want to watch the whole interview because Chelsi, you've been absolutely amazing, okay?
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see what you're going to be doing in the next 5 years and how many lives you're going to change, right? Because it's all about what we do today. You know, yesterday is gone, right? We still have the pictures, right?
Yeah.
We still have the experiences,
Lots of
right? But
pictures.
good or bad is gone. So we better learn from the bad, right? Or just remember with a smile of the good. And then tomorrow, we don't know what's going to happen, right? You know, we can plan whatever we want. We have no idea when we wake up tomorrow what's going to happen.
I don't even know what's going to happen in the next 10 minutes.
We don't know. Well, you know, we're gonna in a few minutes we're gonna be done here, right? But exactly, it's like we have no control of the future. The only control we have is what we do right now. It's on the present moment. So we want to encourage people not to be so much on their phones, right? It is good, but it is bad, right? Like I see like pictures now with people. It's like 4 people, and everybody's looking at their phone. They're not even talking to each other, right? They're more concerned how they look to somebody that may be a stranger in another planet, you know, in another country,
Yeah.
than the person next to you. So let's get in the habit of when we are with somebody, turn the phone off, right? And then you can always go back. The messages don't disappear. They don't self-evaporate, right? So we hope you enjoyed our conversation today. We really hope you planted some seeds so you could actually pay forward to other people. If you haven't read this book, we highly recommend it. Not just for you, but it's a book that if there's a teenager in your family or a young person, okay, you want to give them that book because it might open up their lives. It might open up some of the ideas of what is possible because the future is unlimited, okay? So Chelsi, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
I really enjoy a lot. I'm going to watch this again and take some notes.
Wonderful.
And we'll see you next week. So go have a fantastic day, have a fantastic week because you will start even more than ever manifesting your dreams. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. Fear not.
Yes.